If you operate Kubernetes, AI agent tooling, guardrail services, reverse proxies, or public login plugins, today's priority is patching identity-adjacent systems before credentials or admin sessions can be abused. Start with CVE 2026-61459 in MCP server Kubernetes, then review CVE 2026-15378 in guardrails detectors and CVE 2026-54763 in Trafic. This is Daily Tech Hack Global for July 11, 2026. The sources are NVD, vendor advisories, GitHub security material, and the linked security bulletin references. CISA KEV was checked, but the public feed returned HTTP 403 during collection, so I am not claiming KEV confirmed exploitation. This briefing is defensive only, no proof of concept code, payloads, commands, or attack walkthroughs. First, CVE 2026-61459 affects MCP server Kubernetes before version 3.9.0. NVD rates it critical with CVSS 9.8. The risk is not just a malformed request. MCP tools are often the bridge between an AI agent and operational systems. If a structured Kubernetes tool mishandles arguments, an attacker may be able to make cluster credentials leave the expected trust boundary. The fix is to update to version 3.9.0 or later, review where MCP tools can reach, and treat agent tool credentials like production operator credentials. Second, CVE 2026-15378 affects the guardrails detectors component. NVD rates it critical with CVSS 9.3. The issue is a blind server-side request forgery and local secret read class risk involving schema processing. The practical concern is access to cloud metadata, Kubernetes service account tokens, internal object storage, or other endpoints that should never be reachable from user-controlled content. For AI platforms, isolate guardrail workloads, restrict egress, block metadata service access where possible, and rotate secrets if exposure is plausible. Third, CVE 2026-54763 affects Trafic before the fixed release is listed in the advisory. NVD gives it critical severity with CVSS 10.0. Trafic is commonly used as an ingress controller, reverse proxy, and authentication enforcement point for dashboards, APIs, and developer services. The issue involves identity headers not being handled consistently across variants that backends may normalize. Update to the fixed Trafic versions, and audit applications that trust upstream identity headers. Fourth, CVE 2026-12761 covers MiniOrange WordPress social login account takeover. NVD rates it critical with CVSS 9.8. This is less AI specific, but it is identity critical. Public login, OAuth, and administrator account workflows are high-value targets. Patch the plugin, verify privileged user activity, and require strong administrator recovery controls. Defensive checklist, inventory MCP and AI agent tools that can touch Kubernetes, update MCP server Kubernetes to 3.9.0 or later, limit tool credentials to least privilege, apply guardrails detectors guidance and add network egress controls, patch Trafic to version 2.11.51, version 3.6.22, version 3.7.6, or later as applicable, log identity headers at trust boundaries, rotate service tokens if a workload processed untrusted content, and monitor for unusual cluster API, metadata, or admin login activity. The bigger lesson is simple: AI security is not only about prompts. It is about the connectors, guardrails, proxies, service accounts, and identity assumptions around the model. Patch the components that move trust across systems, and make every agent action auditable.